Revelation 5016. From the 8th of December 1950. Path to Perfection. Childhood of God. You can already reach perfection on earth if you voluntarily submit yourselves to me, if you live according to my will, if you constantly move within divine order. Everything that is good corresponds to my will, but everything that is bad corresponds to the will of the opposite pole, which also influences you in order to make you submissive to its will. It is up to you yourselves to whom you want to submit yourselves. You are completely free. Only the rightly used will leads to perfection, whereas otherwise you will be doomed to eternal death, a state of bondage in adversity and torment. Hence there is only one path to perfection. A way of life according to my will, that is a way of life in love of your own free will. As soon as you make an effort in works of unselfish neighborly love, you will also live according to my will, and your soul will mature during your earthly life. Then the short earthly lifetime will suffice to reach a degree of maturity which will make it free from every bondage, thus suitable for the kingdom of light, which the soul can only enter if it is free from every cover impermeable to light. A soul's degree of maturity can still vary even then, but it is happy if it can inhabit the kingdom of light at all, where there is constant ascent, and it can attain ever greater bliss. Yet even the highest bliss can earn it the short time of earthly life. As a true child of God, it can enter into fullest union with me in order to never ever be separated from me again and be able to enjoy the highest delights. This state of childship to God only requires a life of love on earth with utmost unselfishness, a constant striving towards myself and intimate union with me, which the human being establishes at all times if he works with love. The world must leave him completely untouched. He must accept suffering and affliction as my mission. His faith must be profound and unshakable, and his will must always bow to mine. He must always live with me and let me work within himself. He must feel himself to be my child already on earth and love me with all his heart. Then he will also live entirely according to my will and depart from this earth as a true child of God. If you therefore know what you can achieve in the short time of earthly life, but how very few people make use of life for the salvation of their soul, then you can also imagine the state of remorse of the souls which neglected to make my will their own and now look back on a failed earthly life. For even my means of education often don't have much effect, and I cannot perfect the souls by forcing them. For this reason countless souls enter the kingdom of the beyond in a state of darkness and have to take an agonizing path there until they reach ascent, which, however, is far more difficult than on earth, where the strength of life is at their disposal to act according to their will, except that their will was wrongly directed. However, even in the spiritual kingdom the beings will remain free. For this reason you humans should seriously work on yourselves so that you reach a degree of light which brings you realization, so that you will then safely ascend in the beyond and no longer have to fear the danger of sinking back into deepest darkness. You can achieve much on earth because strength and grace are at your disposal without limitation. Use them and create a fund for eternity. Live according to my will so that you can enter the kingdom of light, so that earthly life will not be lost for you. Amen.